Hi everyone, welcome to Mala's Verse. Welcome if you're new here, welcome if you have been here before. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. As mentioned earlier in one of my videos, I'm still recovering from a cold, so don't mind my voice. I hope that the messages that come through are clear and precise for you. Regardless of that, thank you so much for joining me this week in this video, as it's a very special one. It's a collaboration with Roxanne at Grounded and Inspired, and she is an amazing reader, a phenomenal channeler of messages. The way she delivers her messages, it's just too soothing and beautiful, and I love the way she does it. And it's absolutely lush, as how she mentions that term multiple times. That's just her energy. It's lush, flowery, very empowering, and very soothing as well. So definitely check out her channel. So today what we are going to look at is what seeds are you planting and what are you blooming into, or what is blooming for you. Excuse me. So I will be looking at what seeds you are planting and what's blooming for you will be covered by Roxanne at Grounded and Inspired. The link will be in the description box below. So as usual, we have 3 piles to choose from. The first one is I will reach for the best feeling thought I have access to. The second pile that we have is why are they not getting what they are asking for? And the third pile is only I know what is appropriate for me, with number 47. So we do have all cards with 40s, within the 40s range, which is interesting. So take a few deep breaths, breathe out through your mouth, choose one or more pile. You're more than welcome to do so. And I will see you in your reading. Hi, pile number 1. If you chose, I will reach out for the best feeling thought I have access to. This is your reading, and the number is 44. The cards that we have for you is the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Wands, Two of Cups, Six of Wands, and the Star card. So for those of you who have chosen this pile, the changes that are coming in are, or the seed that you're planting is specifically around a romantic connection. This could be a different sort of partnership as well, like friendship or something else. But to be honest, the most prominent energy here is that of a romantic connection. And there is like even if you are not in a relationship, this seems more like aligning of energies for you to become more open to and confident about pursuing this area of your life if you've been single for a long time, because I do feel that that might be the case for some of you. Some of you might be separated, some of you might have lost your partner, so my condolences, and I hope their soul is resting in peace, definitely. And apart from that, so this is definitely an energy where either you've been single for quite a while, or you have been away from your partner, and the circumstances have been such that you have not been able to have a more concrete and a stronger or a more grounded connection with your partner. And right now the seeds that you are planting are around this. And so interesting, as I'm talking about this, I'm looking at 2 yellow butterflies and they were dancing around each other. So how cool is that? And I'm seeing 222. I mean, pile number 1, you're off the charts. So you are planting seeds, and it's like, it's just not that you are planting seeds, it's the universe is moving the wheel for you, getting rid of any energies, any if we talk about, in terms of feminine masculine energy, and especially so that's the universe is helping you, or the journey has been such that it has helped you to get rid of any masculine energies which were not rooted, grounded, and they were only, love bombing or not ready for a commitment, because this seems like an energetic alignment of you, your life path, your karmic cycles clearing up for really successful, um, grounded, transformative, very transformative connection to come in. For some of you, I do feel like this could be even partnerships like friendships or work partnerships, but it's just a very small percentage. This mostly seems like a romantic connection more than anything else. I do perceive this could happen specifically very strongly through career. For a lot of you, could manifest a lot through career, this person coming into your life, or this connection actualizing, or you stepping closer to this energy of actualizing a partner for yourself. um, you have been through definitely a lot of turmoil, and I perceive that this is a lot of grounding of your heart chakra has happened. So your emotional energies have gone through a whirlwind of changes. A lot of clearings have happened, a lot of transmutation of energies, clearing up stuff from I am also getting like clearing up your sexual energies, ridding yourself of energies from whatever encounters you've had previously. So really getting that out of your system and clearing up and leveling up in yourself to have a successful energy moving forward in personal connections. So what you are taking a step towards is definitely, you are energetically and with your spirit, you're definitely moving forward in the direction of clearing up stuff for yourself. You are focused on your career, you are focused on creating greater for yourself, especially like career wise, and showing up for who you are, for your work, for your business, for your job, for your position. Definitely that is there. But what you need to do in that case is that, I mean, the card that we received for that step that you need to take is the star in reverse. So I perceive that there is a strong balance. Anyway, this is a balancing act that's happening for you, because a lot of stuff is coming to balance. Many of you might be looking, or not looking, but could be seeing a lot of lizard or reptiles around you. So this could be another indication that you are moving towards this path. But anyway, with the star in reverse, what you need to embody is really being very conservative with your energy, because with the six of wands as something that you're already doing, I perceive that you need to energetically, and especially with your third eye, with your intuition, need to recognize at this point also, where are you giving yourself away way too much. It could be even clients, because this is very much work related, this whole pathway, although we are talking about romantic connections. So you are, it's like, are you showing up in terms of everything that is authentic to you, or is it more to please others? Because that is still there. That's probably the wound also that you have been overcoming and clearing from your heart center. Are you overexerting yourself? There's a question about that, like, have you been taking care of your physical body? Because we do have this card, nourishment of the soul, as an energy that you need to embrace. And do you see how even the color of this figure here, this illustration here, and their face, it's still again green and yellows. So grounding that energy, really nourishing, it's not just the changes that's happening on the spirit level, but there is a strong requirement or a strong indication from the universe for you to take care of how are you taking care of your physical body. Because just spiritual nourishment or spiritual clearings is not enough. Our spirituality is an amalgamation of everything, mind, body, and spirit. So if you are not making those energies congruent of your mind, body, and spirit, you are still a little bit off the path, right? And that's completely fine. We are always learning and we are growing with our journeys. So, and it's a very normal part, because not every I mean, I don't perceive that every time you will be able to align all of these three energies immediately from the get-go together. It's work in progress. Sometimes you need to work on one aspect more. It's just that you've worked a lot on your mind and soul. Specifically, I'm getting you've worked a lot on your spirit, on your heart center. Now it's about working on your physical body. Excuse me. And this might mean, taking more rest than you are letting yourself take rest, because right now I feel like career wise, even if you are actively taking steps or not, you are probably overexerting yourself or exhausting yourself. So there's a strong requirement for you, yeah, like a strong ask from the universe also for you to take a step back and focus on your physical health a lot, because that's going to ground this energy that you have already set in motion, that the universe has worked with you on. And you need to trust that now is the time to nourish your body more compared to just your soul and mind. And the additional message in this reading for you is this card that we have, which is, I feel I will reach for the best feeling thought I have access to. And I'm going to read what's written on the back of the card, which says, always be reaching for the feeling of relief that comes when you release a more resistant thought and replace it with a more allowing, better feeling thought. The stream of well being is always flowing through you, and the more you allow it, the better you feel. The more you resist it, the worse you feel. So, if you are doubting this actualization to happen, and like doubting the process of this actualizing just because it's not there at the pace you are wanting it to, this is a clear cut message from the universe to take care of that. Because whenever you ask, it is given. It's just that now, and you have worked tremendously on this, because we have the wheel of fortune. So it's a big cycle that has that's shifting, changing, and completing for you. So you need to just relax into the knowing that this actualization will happen for you, and not care about when will it happen, how it will happen. Don't fixate on the details so much that you limit the magic that can actualize for you. So be open to how it can actualize for you. Be free, relax, know that good things will happen for you. Things will always work out for you. Reach for that best feeling thought that you have access to. If you are feeling crappy and shitty, just reach for the thought of, maybe it's a specific food you like we were talking about food here. So just reach for the thought of that food. When was the last time you had it? What was the experience like? Was it something juicy, sweet, or was it something savory, scrumptious? Whatever it is, just reignite that energy within you, and then build from there. Appreciation and gratitude goes a long way through the journey. Pile number one. So, yeah, that is the seed that you are planting right now, pile number one. I hope that that was helpful in some way, shape, or form. Do check out the other part of the reading about what you are blooming into, what is blooming for you, by Roxanne at Grounded and Inspired. She's a phenomenal reader, as I mentioned in the intro as well. The link will be in the description box below, so do make sure you check that out. And thank you so much for joining me in this video. Do share your thoughts in the comment section below, and I hope to see you in future readings. Bye bye. Hi, pile number two. If you choose, why are they not getting what they're asking for? Number 40, this is your reading. So we have the Knight of Rods, which is the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Wands in reverse, King of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, and the Sun for you. So, what seed you are planting? This seed seems to be a seed, a seed about your career. You're taking off in a new direction, in a way where you are making it a point that you want to choose yourself, want to choose your capacities, want to choose to commit to yourself, your confidence. Very confidence based energy, like trusting yourself and wanting to move forward with the intention of trusting yourself. And that's amazing. Within this, what specifically is happening is that you're learning to move beyond victim mindset. Pile number two, in simplest of terms, you're learning to move beyond what has happened, who has wounded you, what has wounded you, what situation worked out for you, what situation did not work out for you, where to look forward to from a perspective of fine, all of that happened but doesn't define me, it does not rule my emotional well-being. All of these beliefs now are becoming stronger and stronger. Those roots are growing stronger and deeper. And so you are looking at your future from a very mellowed, stoic, clear mindset, very calm waters within you. That's, I mean, even if it is not entirely calm right now, but there is a sense of calmness that's coming in for sure, very strongly. Those are the seeds you're planting. It seems very deep rooted, that this change that's happening. So a lot of, basically a lot of you definitely have worked on your solar plexus immensely, on your confidence, taking back your power in different mannerisms. And specifically, I would say, like, energetically, you have shifted a lot of things. I would say this probably has been a journey for some of you for a year now, that you started working on this, a year or more, and it's been just growing since then. These seeds are now, growing, growing and maturing into really beautiful plants, or the leaves are beginning to sprout, the roots are growing deeper around this, especially around planting your, or grounding yourself, or creating a strong footing around not giving a toss about what happened in the past, about any deceptions, betrayals that you faced. I wouldn't say that it doesn't affect you at all, but it's coming to a stage where you're not letting it define what you can choose or cannot choose. And not just in terms of the limitations put on you by others, but more so in terms of how many times out of rebellion and anger we do the exact opposite of what somebody else wants, insinuates or projects or judges us that we can or cannot do. So then again, what we are pursuing is coming from a place of lack, from a place of doubt, from a place of um, a lack of confidence within ourselves and our capacities, wanting to prove. And proving even to ourselves is not necessary. Why not just enjoy every single cell of who you are, right? And just choose what you choose because it brings you joy. And that joy doesn't have to be, off the wall jumping kind of joy, but a very soft, calm joy. Maybe you enjoy washing dishes, right? So that kind of a mundane activity, but it still brings you calmness. So that is a different level of confidence, isn't it? There's a level of um the word stoic is, or stoicism is coming to too many times in my head right now. So stoicism must be something that interests you. And it's essentially you are, now beginning to, from the roots, you're beginning to embody that stillness of water. And the steps that you're taking is you're really breaking away from generational patterns around this, wherein you depend on somebody else's approval of the next step that you need to take. You're taking the wheel of your life, the reins of your life into your own hands, and it's a major shift that is happening. And certainly this is affecting your and improving or changing your finances for sure, and especially your mindset about finances. The step that you are not taking is the sun card, which is interesting. And the step that you're not taking seems like a step wherein you are still a little bit afraid of looking into this variety of, talents and awareness and capacities you have. There's still a fear of taking that leap of faith into embodying all of this, all of these capacities, all of this energy that you truly are, because that's going to completely change your reality. There's still, there are still limitations that are working deep within, which may make you fearful of your own success, basically. Because with the sun coming into the spotlight is a fear that you might be letting rule yourself or your life as of now. And this, because the sun is a major arcana, I would say it's like definitely, what would people think of me when I step into this fully. That fear is still somewhere operating, and it's a step, that's hindering your progress or hindering you coming into your own light entirely. I'm receiving that working with ancestors or connecting to your ancestors would definitely help you with this. And there is a deep requirement for you to be very detailed about the steps that you're taking, and especially about things you're uncertain about. Like if you only have superficial knowledge about it, there's definitely an indication to do a detailed research about this, regardless of what people think about the subject or don't think. If they think that you can do it, cannot do it, or if it's too difficult, too cumbersome, let all of those ideas just fall away, because uh it's not going to make you or break you. It's what you think and the amount of commitment you put to this journey that's going to shift and change your reality. And majorly, or most of all, this is about you trusting in your capacities. Pile number two. I do keep referring to you sometimes as pile number one, so you may have some messages there, so do look into that. As an energy that you need to embody, we had Amuata or Muata. I wonder if I am pronouncing it correctly, so please excuse me for that. And it says sage of higher knowledge. So I am definitely getting a lot of Virgo energy for people who have chosen this pile. Excuse me for any extra sounds. I'm not too sure if you're able to listen to other people right now. Anyway, so with Amuata and Sage of Higher Knowledge, there's definitely a strong indication again to do your own research and not research just on the basis of what people said. And specifically, with the moon phases here, maybe following the moon cycles would be of benefit to you. More than that, it's definitely giving me the energy of um look really relying on what comes to you intuitively, because it may defy what you think logically is essential and not essential. So do look into that. Do pay heed to your intuitive hits very, very strongly, pile number two, because that's going to help you move through this journey and break into this sun energy of yours. So maybe you can research more into different ways of improving and strengthening your intuition, and start practicing it every day and wherever possible. In fact, not just every day, probably every moment, in every choice that you make, which is the kind, probably you're going to have some food, and so you're selecting a plate. Is the plate that you're selecting your go-to, or is your body giving you an awareness to select another plate? Simple things like that. uh, test your intuition there, honor your intuition there, and definitely listen to your intuition more at this point in time, because that's going to help you move beyond these subconscious blocks, the smaller ones which are still hindering you and not letting you shine bright as the sun. So this last card, why are they not getting what they are asking for, are some closing messages or a closing message. I'm going to read this from here. If people are not receiving what they're asking for, it can only be that the persons holding the desire are out of alignment with their own requests. There is no shortage, there is no lack, there is no competition for resources. There's only the allowing or the disallowing of that which one is asking for. Wow. So I think that, totally sums up your reading, pile number two. And definitely you are, creating your own base. You are shifting the dynamics within your family line for sure. There's no doubt about it. So, pile number two, that's all that I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me in this reading. The other part of the reading, what is coming to full bloom for you, is being done by the amazing Roxanne at Grounded and Inspired. The link to the reading would be in the description box below. Thank you so much for joining me in this video, and do share your thoughts in the comment section below. I would love to hear them. And until then, thank you so much, and I hope to see you in future readings. Bye bye. Hi, pile number three. If you chose only I know what is appropriate for me, this is your reading. So, one thing straight off the bat is very strong energy of number seven for this pile. So, seven might be a birthday, July might be a very strong or a significant month for you, or seven could be your life path number, your personality number, or you might also have a strong influence of your south node right now on your journey currently. And south node or Ketu is all about what we've learned from our past lives, what we've mastered, and a level of detachment from it. So we have interestingly enough, we have seven of wands, eight of wands, and nine of wands for you. Then we have the seven of swords and the sun card. And what you are planting seeds, what seeds are you planting right now? This seems more like a spiritual belief or a change in belief system. More than a change, it's more about standing up for your beliefs, not letting anybody else's perspective or point of view deter you from your spiritual path, from what is true for you, from what you think should be the core of every choice you make. So your belief system essentially. And specifically, you are very, I perceive that you've become very vocal about this, very strongly standing up for your spiritual beliefs. You are ready to defend your fort. You are not necessarily offensive, but very actively defending your fort, what belief system you've created. You are not letting other people's, I mean, getting, petty energy, like pettiness, their fears, their projections. You are not letting it deter you from the belief system you're creating. This belief system could be very much based on, establishing first of all establishing within yourself the strength of spiritual powers, or diving into spirituality or integrating spirituality into your daily life. The power of intuition, the power of energy work. You are really learning how, not just learning, you have seen this for yourself, how much it influences a person's life and how much it creates or destroys a person's sense of security and confidence. And you are now really standing up quite actively against those who unnecessarily want to, excuse me, but unnecessarily want to um, break down. I was getting built down, that doesn't make sense, but break down the belief system you have created for yourself. I perceive that this could be because people can see you are able to navigate through troublesome waters, so to speak, or through troublesome situations with much more ease, because there is more awareness, more use of your spiritual intellect around situations which they might not be fond of, like people around you might not be fond of. Whereas you are experiencing, and you have certainly experienced a boost in your confidence when you have very diligently acknowledged how much working strategically with your intuitive powers, with your spiritual gifts, with your intuition in general, with your awareness in general, following the energy and then taking actions has definitely been reaping good results for you. Albeit they might be creating a lot of challenges, yet when you overcome them, it's creating a foundation or a reality that is so authentic and true to you that you don't feel the need to time and again go and check, are the foundations right? Am I doing this right? Am I being honest with myself? No, there's very clear awareness, because of how authentically you are moving through this journey, that this is true for you. Like whatever you are choosing, it's definitely, with the world card at the bottom of the deck, it's definitely an a big shift in cycle, a karmic cycle, refreshing ending, with the sun card being as to what something you are not doing or a step that you need to take is, I am perceiving really I don't know why I'm well, for a couple of readings I've been getting candle magic as an awareness. So maybe you are being drawn to, or you are being asked to use fire as an element to alchemize, transmute, transform your current reality. And also, more than anything else, I'm getting like really using your creative powers, or creative prowess with your spiritual awareness, your intellect, and shifting your reality like that quite dynamically. It's interesting that we have a feminine and a masculine energy both in the sun card, although the sun card is a very masculine energy. But I am getting that what you are now being asked to do is, because you've been working with strategies more, so it's more, masculine energy. There is also this strong push being given by the universe for you to actively work with your feminine, divine feminine energy as well moving forward. Please excuse me for that. I have to go check on something. So, with the sun card, as I was saying, there is more requirement of bringing in the strength of the divine feminine energy as well. And I'm also getting like Leo energy. So, Leo energy in the sense of really diving into those creative passions that, or creative endeavors that bring out the child in you, that really, make you feel fulfilled in your heart center, giving you hope, giving you excitement for the future. And not necessarily like the future in long term, but for example, if you like a particular sport or a game, or you liked a particular sport or a game when you were younger, but life happened and you were not able to pursue it, or spend much time with it, going back to it and enjoying it thoroughly, and really bringing up that creative, fun, nurturing energy within you, because you are nurturing your inner child. So probably pile number 3, the previous reading, the recent reading that I have done on the channel, which is what does your inner child require right now, that reading could also have some messages for you at this point in time, especially with the seeds that you are planting right now. So the steps that you need to take is really embodying that heart energy of the Leo, really diving into the joy that you truly seek, and not necessarily, it could be with people also, but not necessarily of people around you, or even new people around you. Maybe it is just about, tending to what, making a list of truly what lights you up, what lights your soul up right now. What is this, with this new shift in the belief system, what is it that truly now lets that creative juice, flow through you without any filters, without any fears, without any restrictions from other people's projections. And the energy you need to embody for that, we have Nana Buluku. Please excuse me if I am not pronouncing this correctly. The number is 29, so you might be close to the age of 29. You might be going through your Saturn return as well. It may not be true for all of you, but it's coming through quite strongly. And with the pink color and the heart energy also, it's, again reminding me that you have to now start embodying more of your feminine energy, bringing it to light, bringing your shadow aspects to light. Yeah, like making it work for you, for consciousness, making it work to making it working with it to create greater, to create more on the planet, create more allowance for yourself, and of course, like when you do it for yourself, if that permeates to the universe and it creates allowance for others as well. Expand yourself, expand your energy, expand yourself into unconditional love, and it will be palpable to people around you. She rests to create. So like I said, you might have been taking a lot of actions right now, pile number 3, with especially changing your belief system, really taking very active making very active choices, or doing things that are very active in nature to stand forth for what is true for you. But along with that, I am definitely getting there's a strong requirement for you to rest, for you to have more ease, more stability is the word, but I'm also getting like more restful energy, so that both of these energies intertwine, like the helix, the DNA strand, and they intertwine together, and then they create a greater thing. It has created you, a magical being, the human body, which has still not been discovered by scientists or doctors entirely. So what magic is that? So tapping into that full potency of yours, expanding, exploding into this full potency of yours with the sun card here, that's going to happen more with the fact that you learn more. Not with the fact, but with you choosing to be more in your feminine energy as well. And we have, for closing messages, we have only I know what is appropriate for me. And I'm going to read what's at the back of the card. It says, when you remember that everyone who asks is given, then how wonderful and appropriate it is for you to make the choices for you. For the universe operates much more efficiently without a middleman interceding on your behalf. You always know in the moment what is best for you. So, and do you see the color purple? It's the color closer to our crown. It's pinkish purple, but it's a color that's closer to our crown or third eye chakra. And I was trying again getting the reference to pile number 1 as well. There is a third eye reference I perceive in the first pile, not the second pile. And even in this illustration, we have the third eye like this, right? So really doing third eye meditations probably is going to help you a lot, and not just taking active actions, but a very balanced approach with your masculine and feminine energy is definitely required. And like the card says, you know what is appropriate for you, you know what is true for you. So if your intuition is guiding you towards something, do not ignore it, absolutely honor it. And it's a muscle to be built, so there will be trials and errors, so don't worry yourself about it. Actually practice as much as you can throughout the day. And if you feel like a gnawing sense in your stomach, by gnawing, the word that I am saying is GNAWING, sense in your stomach about a certain situation or thought, or anything about your career, anything, any career option, something like that, whatever it is, research on it. But more than that, anything that feels like a demotivating thought, or something that puts you down, or pulls you down rather, just ask this question that I really like from Access Consciousness. It's called, who does this belong to? And if you don't remember asking that question, just ask yourself, is it even mine? Is this thought even mine? So that in itself is going to shift your perspective. And then remind yourself to ask, or just say this statement: everywhere you bought it as yours, so everywhere I bought it as mine, I release it, I let go of it, I let go of this thought, wherever I bought it as a truth for myself. And Louise Hay also talks about this, about repetitive patterns or something around that. Like, I don't remember exactly, but she says it in her book You Can Heal Your Life. Wherever I have keep this stuck, whatever keeps this stuck in my reality, I let go of it. So that's also an affirmation you can definitely use. So do you see how, I mean, these tools are amalgamating feminine and masculine energy together. That's what I perceive. So yeah, pile number 3, I hope that that was helpful for you. That was a very interesting reading, as these seeds were about the seeds that you're planting about your belief system, because you're totally, doing a 360-degree here and pursuing quite vigorously and religiously what is true for you. And how does it get any better than that? So yeah, pile number three that's all that I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me in this reading. Do check out the other part of the reading as to what is coming to full bloom for you on Roxanne's channel, Grounded and Inspired. The link to the reading would be in the description box below. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you in future readings, and do share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you once again. Bye bye.